It's your girl, Tanya Marie, coming to you live again. Yes, with another one. We're talking about Ray J, y'all. Okay, he just did an interview, and baby, he is letting it all loose, honey, right? Do y'all believe Ray J is telling the truth, or is he just crashing out for clout, right? So, we are talking about crashing out for clout. We're also going to be discussing the interview that Ray J had on Cam Newton's show on Funky Fridays, honey. But yeah, it was epic. Y'all know he was here with all the shenanigans, all the clownery, all the little things down at the Cam Newton show. So we're gonna get into it, right? So we asking the question, right? Are people crashing out for clout? Is that a thing? Is that actually a thing, right? Are people actually just trying to get clicks and views by crashing out for clout? Some think yes, some say no. He's being real, he's being authentic, he's being his true self, right? Okay, so let's be honest. Y'all know Ray J, baby, when he comes on these here social media apps, these social media shows, these social media podcasts, he's coming to show up and show out. You are not going to get no mediocre interview. You're not going to get no professional interview. You're not going to get nothing dry. It's going to be, what in the world is he doing? It's going to be epic. It's going to be crash out. It's going to be hilarious. It's going to be funny. It's going to be like, oh, is he okay? Is Ray J okay? Like, he is really on another one, right? So, most definitely, Ray J is great for entertainment. Hi, Miss Denise. Welcome, Queen. Thank you so much for coming on in. We are talking about people crashing out for clout. We're talking about the interview where Ray J did with Cam Newton, honey, and he was a time. You hear me, baby? He crashed out. He tried to hold it together, being professional, because, baby, he came with his suit now. He was suited and booted. He came with his suit. He came with his glasses. He came very professional. I was like, okay, we're going to get a new grown adult Ray J. But quickly, that professional Ray J left the room. And the crash out, baby, the spin out just started to happen naturally, right? I don't know if that's just his personality. But people are saying people are just doing that to get the clout, to get the attention, right? On social media to help their audience grow. So people are literally crashing out. They're making it a thing so that they can get their clicks and get their views up, right? Okay, draw attention to themselves, draw attention to their products, right? So he's trending again, because he did go on Cam Newton's show some time back, and they had like over a million views, and he was like, oh, I can top that. I can try to get to 12 million views, right? Because another celebrity that he had on there, Natalie Nunn, if y'all not familiar with her, she's a part of Baddies, right? Bad Girls Club, all of that. Yep, Natalie Nunn. She had 2 million views on her show, and she stated, she told Cam Newton, oh, I'm gonna beat Ray J's 1 million views that he had on your show when he came on here. I'm fitting to crash out. I'm fitting to show out. I'm fitting to turn up. I'm fitting to do all of the things, okay, on here to get everybody watching, talking, commenting, sharing, right, and coming to this podcast. And she did it. She got over 2 million views, baby. She was all over the place. She was pulling people up on her phone. She was FaceTiming them, telling all the secrets, telling all the things on there. So Rachel was like, bet. She thinks she can top me. I'm fitting to crash out too. Half the people FaceTiming, half the people coming in saying the most absurd things and just telling all the secrets. Yes, all the secrets on live. Yes, double tap that screen, chat. Thank you so much, Queen. Right? Okay. And also, one thing about it as well, the drama. The drama is normally in the comment section of the live, comment section of the video, comment section of the podcast, right? Okay. Do y'all believe that the drama is in the comment section? I know for me, once I watch a video or once I watch a podcast, I go straight to the comments, honey, because I'm like, I want to see what the people are saying. If I see something crazy or absurd, I got to go see what the people are commenting. I'm like, are the people thinking the same thing I'm thinking, right? Is this drama really going to be good? Is this drama really tea? I need to know if I'm around like-minded people. Like, are people got the same questions that I have in this interview that I'm looking at? Like, are people thinking the same thing? But yeah, they say, baby, if you ain't your comment section ain't popping, okay, they say you ain't got no drama happening on your videos, on your podcast, right? So people are saying that the drama is in the comments, right? Okay, but yeah, we want to get into this video that Cam Newton had with Ray J. So like I said, it started off real professional and everything. So he came on and said that, he's used to crashing out, and that's a strategy. That's a strategy that he uses, the crash out method, where he's wild, unpredictable, gonna say things that's really unhinged, right? Okay, but he said for this podcast, he was like, I want to get on the business side of things. So he started talking about his app that he has, the Rainbow app. Basically, he said it's kind of set up like Twitch, where people are giving him coins. And I guess TikTok is like that as well. People can give galaxies and different things like that if you battle. So if you give people coins, he's racking up on the coins because people are sitting on the live, they're commenting, they're actually running it up. Now he was showing Cam Newton, how much money he was making, and Cam was like, "Oh, is it okay for me to show?" and everything like that, right? So Cam was like, "Okay." He was like, I've only been on the app for about a month or so," and he said, "This is like This is like $1 million in there." He was like, "Yeah." He was like, "We running it up. We running it up on the Rainbow app. We're running it up." So he was projecting that by him crashing out, by him showing out, that he's running up a bag over there on his Rainbow app that he has, right? So he was just talking about all of his other endeavors that he had going on, as well. Like I said, he started out very professional. I was very proud of him. I was like, okay, Ray J is growing up. He's going to try to give us great information. It's going to be a good show, right? Okay, so he started talking about, things that he's been going on in his life. So he started talking about him and Brandy and their relationship, which is his sister, Brandy Norwood, and how it right now, she says she loves him, but she has to love him at a distance because he's always connected to chaos. He's always connected to chaos, right? And we can see that from everything he's come on, trying to defend her, but between the relationship between her and Wanye, and what Wanye said on the Breakfast Club. So he spazzed out on that. Also, with him coming out, when he's with Kai Sanat, he spazzes out on that live stream as well. Okay, so he has so much to say about everything, right? And he's always chaotic and erratic all of the time. When he started talking about the dogs and peanut butter, I almost fell out. Denise, I was through. Denise, I was through. I was through. I was like, Ray J, what of all of the stories, of all of the scenarios you could have picked, you picked the dog with the peanut butter scenario. Like, come on, bruh. Really? Come on, bruh. Like, you really had to pick that one, baby. I was on the flow too. I was on the flow. I was like, boy, you wildin'. Ray J, you done wild out for that one. You ain't got no liquor sense. None. None. He ain't got no sense. He talking about, oh, I don't know nobody person that's done that, but I've seen it. Now, wait a minute now. When you said you've seen it, is it somebody that you went to the home and seen something like this? I need a little bit more. Since you done told the story, go ahead and tell the full Hollywood true story, right? Because we need to know more about what done happened. Because, baby, he is wild. He is wild, right? And then so he had crazy stories like that, like crash out moments. Like I said, he was going good when he was talking about the AI, the apps, his businesses, how he was taking the money and he was using it and putting it back into the business. He wasn't using it for his personal life. Like he was putting money for the trust for his kids, right? And with a straight face at that. Exactly, Deneen. That's how you know that it was actually true. I was like, he don't be telling no lies. It's some people like, do you really believe him? I feel like I can believe him, even though he has so many shenanigans going on and so many mess. I feel like I could believe him because he be saying this stuff with a straight face and look straight off the dome, and he be so quick with it and just go to the left with it so fast. I'm like, Ray J, like, where did you come up with this story? Like, is it just sitting on the back of your mind? Or maybe these stories are so wild that he was like, I got so much wild stuff that didn't happen to me. I can't forget. I can't forget these things, right? So, but yeah, it was wild, y'all. So he started going into a tangent about the dog and the peanut butter and carrying on, licking on people, and that's what they they like, the strange fetishes. And I'm like, okay, sir, okay, now you wildin'. All right. He also started talking about his relationship with Princess Love, and y'all know Princess Love is his wife. They have a pending divorce. So he said he's gonna always love Princess, no matter if she's moving on, focusing on her career, focusing on the children. Here he's gonna always love Princess. I hope they can get it back together. However, I don't know if he's in the mental capacity. I don't know if he's had enough counseling to where he can be the husband that Princess Love deserves, right? Yeah, I don't know if he is in that space because, like I said, the way he thinks, his mental space, I don't think she'll be happy with that. She'll really, really have to have an open marriage if she gonna be with Ray J. She will have to say we're gonna do an open marriage if she gonna be with Ray J because Ray J is wild. He is literally wild and free. He does any and everything, right? If it come to mind and he want it, he doing it. If he see it, he want it, he's gonna get it. Right? He's one of them. Ain't nothing stopping me just because I got a wife, just because I got kids at home. I'm going for it. I want what I want. You're right. To me, he seems like he's very spoiled. He grew up, the baby boy, get what he want. If that's what he want, that's what he gets. I think that marriage is a wrap. Yeah, Deneen. I think that marriage is a wrap as well. Yeah, so because he did get into, they had the altercation on Thanksgiving where they were all intoxicated, and he brandished a weapon, a pow pow, for Thanksgiving, and he threatened the family. He threatened Princess Love, the wife, threatened the kids, didn't want her to leave with the children. Now he claimed that Princess Love was intoxicated allegedly, and that he didn't want her leaving with the kids at that time, and so he threatened them. So he pulled out the pow pow, which is crazy. Like, why are you gonna pull out the pow pow on the woman you say you love and the two children that you said are the world to you? Why would you take out a pow pow and threaten their lives with the pow pow if you say those are your world, right? Hi, G2 Country Girl. Thank you so much for coming on in, Queen. Thank you, thank you. We are talking about people causing crashing out for clout, right? Causing chaos and all of that. Try to get those clicks and views. Yeah, all of that. Okay, so yeah, so he was talking about brandishing a pow pow, okay, in front of the kids, in front of Princess Love. Now the video I saw, she was boohoo crying. She was trying to get the kids out of there, but he wouldn't let them leave the family home. He was like, "You're not leaving with my kids, and in order for me to keep you in this house, I'm gonna pull out a pow pow and threaten you." All of that, right? So, of course, she had to call the police because you don't know what he's thinking. Like I say, he's erratic. He has his mental state. He doesn't be thinking clearly, right? So they had to go ahead on, call the popo and lock his tail right on up on Thanksgiving. Let him calm down, sober up, get his right frame of mind going, right? So he had to get that all together. Now he did say he had to spend about 8 hours in lockup on Thanksgiving, but he knows somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody. He well connected that was able to get him out for Thanksgiving. All right, but that did result in him having a protective order. Okay. Here where he could not see Princess and the children, and he had to get the visitation. Now he said that did hurt his heart. That did hurt his heart, that he wasn't able to be in the same family home with Princess Love and the children. That really did hurt him with that. But I think Now I'm not sure, right? With him going through losing, being able to see those kids, that kind of slowed him down a bit, a tad. Maybe we shall see, as well. But it seems like him and Princess Love possibly does have a good co-parenting situation. He did mention that he does go and make sure he's working every day to make sure that the kids education is well taken care of. He does come out here and say that, he's putting money from the businesses that he's doing into trust for each of the children. So he said he's making like 1 million here on this app and 1 million there on another app, and he's pulling the money off of those that he's making and putting them into trust to letting them build for 18 years to where he can't touch it. So hopefully, his chaos, right? All right, all of that he's doing is for the kids. Maybe his crash out is strategic. He did say it's a strategy. He's trying to get more behind the scenes with his businesses that he's trying to create. He did say he's 45, so maybe he's trying to grow up a little bit, a small bit, right? And so he's trying to do a little bit of trying to get into a better space to provide for Princess Love and the children. So, which I love that, right? So he's saying he's getting up and he's working hard for Princess Love and those children, right? So we had a question. Do y'all think that the drama is in the comment section of the lives, the videos, right? Do y'all think the drama is in the comment section, right? Okay. Because a lot of times in the comment section, it's unfiltered, right? People say any and everything in the comment section, right? People got theories. People got their own tea that is relatable to what's happening. And you can start to piggyback, right? You can start to piggyback off of some of those comments in the comment section, right? Sometimes the real story can start to build from the comment section. So what do y'all think? Do y'all think a lot of the drama happens in the comment section, or no, it's more about the interview, right? Now, some people are saying it ain't gonna be no drama in the comment section if you don't have the interview. Clearly, like we saw with Ray J, baby, he is explosive, right? Okay, he is going to say any and everything. He's going to do any and everything. Okay, because honey, when he took off that suit coat and started fixing up his suspenders and his pants, I said, start the shenanigans. He fitting to get loose and wild. He fitting to get loose and wild, baby. He said, ding, ding, ding. Okay, the shenanigans is about to go. Because when he talked about Natalie Nunn doing over 2 million, he was like, oh, let's go. Let's go. We're going to get to 12 million on here today. Now, I did look at his views in like 2 days. He's over 500,000 views already. So it is starting to build fairly quickly. So he will get to, I would say, 1 million. He probably will get to 1 million, if not by the end of this week. He'll probably get to 1 million views. So he will have set out to do what he wanted to do by being a plain nut on that show, right? But I kind of half and half. The drama is in the comment section. However, you gotta have the interview. You gotta have the interview, right, in order for the comment section to pop, right? You gotta have somebody doing something outlandish, or the topic has to be something that you really want to comment on, right? People's body language. Like I said, he was standing up, adjusting himself, talking to Melinda. I guess Melinda was the assistant or something off in the corner. He kept fooling up with his sunglasses, taking them off, taking them on, staring at Cam. His tone, like his behavior, looked like, oh my goodness, like he is about to go off the deep end on this show. Like this is about to be a mess of an interview. And he was like, where's this interview going? And Cam was like, I got the interview going where it needs to go. But it was all over the place, right? Like I said, he started talking about business, and then it started trickling out of control. It really did. That was crazy when he stood up to adjust himself. Denise, I was like, he got a problem. I said, he has a problem. I'm like, he really does. He got a problem. I'm like, and the cameraman ain't about nothing neither. The cameraman, I thought, was going to pan as he was standing up adjusting. I thought the cameraman was going to pan to Cam to get him out of the view. He go to cameraman staying right on him as he pulling and tucking and lifting. And I was like, oh my Lord, what in the world is going on? And then he was like, oh well, we can take a beat. And Cam was like, ain't no beat. Cam like, whatever shenanigans you doing on here, I'm getting it all on film. Anything you saying, I'm getting it all on film because the people want to see you act a plain nut on here. The people want to see you cut up so bad. And you know what? When he was on the when he be on those live streams with Kai Sanat and all them, he just is as full up on there as well. And I'm like, he has got a problem. He's got a problem. He always be adjusting himself wherever he's at. And I'm like, sir, do you need what do you call it, a jock strap? You need a jock strap or something, honey, because you is all over the place. You doing too much with all this pulling and lifting and moving, maneuvering and all of that. Baby, I was sick of him. I was like, if he don't sit down. And Cam was trying to hold it together. He kept looking at him like, bruh, why is you doing all this on set? Like, what is the problem? He was like, well, you didn't stand up only about 4 times. And he was like, honey, I thought he was going to get up, stand up, walk off the set. And then when he was like, I need some more cigarettes, right? I think it was only maybe 30 minutes. 30 minutes in, and he was like, I'm through smoking all my Marlboros. And I was like, oh my goodness. He was like, I need some more cigarettes. So they brought out some Marlboro Silver, I think. And I said, baby, they got the Marlboro Silver coming in. He done poured all of the cigarettes out of the pack. And Cam was like, you gonna smoke all of that? I holler, honey, how long was this interview? Because he fit to smoke this whole show away. He fit to smoke this whole show away. It's about to be a mess. He tried to take a shower with Miss Denise. I heard that. I'm like, oh my God. I said, this man is full up. Ray J is full up. So you remember when he brought the guy on FaceTime and he was like, yo, I'm doing an interview with Cam the legend. He was like, oh my God, oh my God. And he was like, yeah, so you gotta take a shower with Casa Not. And I'm like, what the world? I'm like, okay, am I missing something here? Did I hear that correctly? Why? Why? Is it a prank? Was Kasana in the shower, taking a shower, and you're going in there to ask him a question? Or you literally was trying to get in there with them? Like, I need some explaining. Somebody need to explain something to me. I need some explaining because, baby, it was full up. When I say it was a mess, it was full up. I'm like, okay, what does Kanai got to say about this? What does Casa Dot got to say about this? Because I'm like, why? Baby, what is wrong with you? Like I said, do he do these things to get the clicks and the views? Or he literally think he in the right on what he's doing? Like, it was so odd. It was so strange, right? It's so strange. Like, do he really just like crash out moments to get the attention? Like, is he able to do and say literally anything to get those views, to get that viral moment? He's one of them, like, I don't care what I do. I don't care what I say. I'm going to get this moment popping. I'm going to get this money coming in. Right. Lucky we got somebody explaining. Miss G too. Maybe. Barely. Yes, he tried to get in the shower with me and he was hollering for Ray J to get away from him. Miss Denise. See, I know he was a loose cannon. I knew he was a loose cannon. Miss G too. I knew he was a loose cannon. But baby, I ain't know him in that loose. Baby, the goose is loose. The goose is loose. The goose is loose. Okay. Yeah, he a loose cannon for sure. But he is willing to do any and everything. And Casa Not, baby, he's with the shenanigans too. He with the shenanigans too. That whole group over there is full up, baby. Now Drewski, he's one of them that would do any and everything, but I just haven't seen him go too far. He does a lot of crazy skits, but I just haven't seen him go too far. So I'm paying attention to Drewski, Kasana, and now that darn Ray J. They on another level. They on another level, baby. I was like, where is this interview going? Like, what in the world is happening? Like, this is too much, baby. This is too much. Now, he also did talk about, y'all know how Kim Kardashian got on the scene, right? There was a sex tape, right, that got out there between her and Ray J, right? So you knew he had to tell the story on it, right? So he said he's been telling the same story over and over and over. Now, Kris Jenner, which is Kim K's mother, had a gag order on him saying that you cannot talk about the tapes anymore. Okay, and basically they had a settlement. They had a settlement where, we're going to pay you, a lump sum of money. He said the money's still coming in, but they're supposed to pay him a lump sum of money, and nobody allegedly was supposed to talk about the tapes anymore. Well, he said they're in breach of contract because they're still talking about it on Keeping Up with the Kardashians, allegedly. So he was like, they in breach of the contract. We were supposed to dead it. We were not supposed to talk about it no more because this has happened, over 20, almost 20 years, right, y'all? If I'm not mistaken. But anyway, yeah, so it's been a long time, and everybody wanted to get a little piece of money from it, right? Yes, and Chris or K orchestrated it all. Deneen, I was floored. I was floored. Yes, he said that Kris Jenner orchestrated the tapes. That's what he said. And not one tape, not two tape, but three. He said him and Kim made three tapes because the mama, the manager, the momager said make three. And he said she watched all three to determine which one was coming out. Yeah, y'all believe Ray J? I believe him. Y'all know I believe him because he been trying to tell this story for years and years and years and years, right? Because that's how she came to fame, from them tapes. Welcome, Harold Bad Thoughts. Thank you so much, Queen, for coming on in. I want to see all three. G2 Country. I know it's a sight to see. I know it's a sight to see. I know it is. Say the mama made them do three tapes. Put three tapes out there. She had to watch them to put the best one out there. Child, I believe Ray J. I do. Yeah, I do too. Yeah. Okay, glad I caught you live. Yes, Queen. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Glad you made it in the room. Yeah, I do believe Ray J, right? Okay. And then he said people don't believe him because they were like, oh, he said he did an interview, Lord, with who the man? Did he say Jake Tapper? I forgot, whoever it was on CNN. He said he did his interviews and they were like, you're a bad guy for even putting out the tapes. How could you ruin a woman like that? How could you put a good family through such drama like that? He was like, they was putting it all on me. Like it was me that did it. He was like, little dude, they know this was a business strategy. She wanted her daughter to become famous, and this is the way to do it. Yes, Harold Bad Thoughts. It's a mess. Yes, it's a mess, right? This is his interview he did with Cam Newton here, and he was putting it all out there because they had a gag order on him. Him and Kim K, Kris Jenner, they were like, nobody talk about the tapes anymore, and he got paid out a lump sum of money to not talk about it. Well, the NDA is up, baby, and he's spilling his guts. He is spilling his guts. Yeah, made him sign an NDA. Yes. They made him sign the NDA so he couldn't talk about it. The time limit apparently is up on it now. They done paid him some lump sums of money. He said the money's still coming in. However, nobody was supposed to talk about it because, when you're talking about it, you making money off it, right? Okay. But he said they breaching the contract because on their show, Keeping Up with the Kardashians, of course, that's a hot topic. All right. That's her claim to fame with the tapes. So they bringing it up on keeping it up with the Kardashians. They're talking about it. Okay, how did he done took the family through and all this and all that. And he was like, y'all making money off of it. How come I can't talk about it and make money off of it too, right? He been telling that story for years. He sure has, Mr. Neve. I remember it initially happened, but have you noticed Chris loves to eat off of us color folks? Boom. Boom. Because you, okay, now, did you remember when he said, okay, bet, we doing this, we fitting to get this money, it's a business strategy. He thought, if you remember, he said he thought he was going to be having an affair with the mama too. Remember, he said he was going to be messing with Kim K and Chris Jenner. And I said, wow. He was like, the way it was shaping up, like he was going to be messing with her and the mama. I said, Lord have mercy. This is too much. This is too much, right? But I heard he had to agree and to talk about it, not them. Exactly, Harold Bed thoughts. Yeah, yeah. All about the money. All about the money. That's it. It's a money grab. It's a money grab. Yeah, that's all she does, right? Because you got to think about it, right? Okay, let me see. Who was the first one? Y'all remember Reggie Bush? Y'all remember that one, ain't it? Okay, Reggie Bush, money grab. Um, Ray J with the tapes, money grab. Kanye, he went full up, baby. He went mental, money grab. Who was the next one? Didn't she almost get married to the basketball player? What that man name was? If y'all remember his name, y'all let me know. Money grab. It don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. And then she almost tried to get Michael B. Jordan. Money grab. And he was like, he shut her down so fast. Don't be trying to interject yourself because I'm winning all these great awards and accomplishments. What do you want? Ain't nobody want you. Stop trying to come over here and put yourself in this mix. Stay clear. Stay back. I don't want it. I said, all right, Michael B. Jordan. Shut it down. Shut it down. Travis Scott. See, I forgot about that one. Travis Scott. All about the Benjamins. Yes, Harold Bed thoughts. All about the Benjamins. That's all it is. Okay, she didn't love none of them men. She didn't love none of them men. It was all about what she can get out of the men from the time period, how much money she can get. And Kris Jenner, her mama, was right behind her. Like, go for the gold, baby. Get all you can get. All right, and then they started pushing Chloe. Chloe with Lamar, knowing he had pole thing. He ain't stood a chance. Pole thing. He had a substance abuse problem, and they knew it. She knew he had that substance abuse problem before she married him. And the mama probably was telling her, get him while he down, girl. Get him while he down. We gonna use him up, drain him dry, put him on the show, keep him high, keep him down. It's gonna be good for the ratings. All of that. I remember them too. Yeah, all of that. Yeah. Okay. I mean, it was crazy. And all of the men were on the Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Y'all, all of the men were on Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Because I remember Reggie Bush, he was on there. Kanye was on there. Okay. Lamar was on there. I forgot the basketball player Travis Scott was on. All the men was on there. All of them was on the show. Every last one of them. And all of them is down bad. All of them is down bad. Ray J down bad. Reggie Bush down bad. Lamar down bad. Who else? Travis Scott down bad. All of them is down. Kanye down bad. They are down bad. Better run the other way. You would think they would learn, right? And you see, she was trying to get her hooks on Michael B. Jordan. She was like, oh, there's another one I can try to reel in. It's another one I can get. Michael B. Jordan said, don't even look my way. Don't even mention my name. Don't even try to associate yourself with me. I don't want no parts. Do you remember when they talked about going to the Diddy parties and stayed? It was a lot of people partying, naked, drinking, and drugging. Ooh, Deneen. You know she was a part of the Diddy party. That ain't no question. All in the mix. Cause Ray J allegedly is a part of that scene, right? He's a part of that scene. So you know she was a part of that scene. All of it. He said um Kim and Chloe was assistants to his sister during that time, and they used to go and shop. They used to go and shop for Brandy for her clothes and stuff like that. And he said they ran up the credit card. Like if Brandy wanted to get some clothes and stuff like that, they would shop for her and then get them some clothes as well. He said he ran them cars. She ran them cars up to $1 million messing around with Brandy. And then his mama was like, okay, well, y'all can come shop for me as well. But he said his mama didn't shop like that. And Chloe and Kim ran their mama card up to like over $100,000. But the mama don't shop like that. And said them girls had to run their money right on back for taking all them credit cards and running it up like that on the mama. Them girls been hustling. Them girls been scamming trying to get that coin. Hi, Miss Marjorie. Thank you so much for coming on in. I appreciate you, Queen. Kim was buying clothes on the account. Yep, Deneen. Yeah, she was getting all the labels, the Gucci, the LV, the Chanel. Baby, she was getting all of the things, running it up. And she was like, Brandy was so nice and everything, and let her and Chloe run up a bag. And he said Brandy had too much going on at the time, and she really didn't get involved. Like those were her friends, and so she was like, it's cool, whatever, whatever. She let them girls get over on her. That's what she did, right? But then them girls might have been holding her secrets, because we don't know how Brandy was running them streets out there, right? Because there's a lot happening with Brandy as well during this time, right? She thought she could run up a bag on the mama, Sonya. Sonya said, oh no, ma'am, baby. Mama don't play nothing like that. You gonna run all my coins. You gonna run all my coins back, because the mama is frugal with her money. She don't play like that. And they thought they could run the same scam on the mama like they was doing on Brandy, playing on her credit cards. My other phone gave out on that hot topic. Had to send Marjorie. I know that's right, Marjorie. Look, for the backup. Marjorie for the backup. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Do you believe Ray J? I believe Ray J. I believe Ray J. His topic, his views, his way of saying it has never changed. He has never changed what he said about Kim and Kris Jenner, right? He said he has never changed his view. Now, Cam said a statement, allegedly. They said the devil works hard, but Kris Jenner works harder. Now what does that mean? Yeah, what is that giving? The devil works hard, but Kris Jenner works harder. What is that saying? What is that literally saying about this lady? I believe Ray J 100%. I do too, Marjorie. Allegedly. Yeah, I believe him 100%. Yeah, about them. Yeah, I really do. I believe that mama allegedly set out a plan to say, well, if they willing to participate, then we willing to go ahead and take everything they offering and to run up a bag on it, right? Okay, and it's all about relationships. It was all about sex, right? It was all about a whole situation of these men coming in with money, and then them doing bad to the women, right? They doing Kim any kind of way in the relationships, exposing her body into the world. With Chloe, right? Getting married, and this man turning on her with a substance abuse. Girl, you knew all this was happening, right? You knew all of this was happening. That's just evil. Yeah, she's evil. Evil. They knew. They knew the whole time. The story never changed. She's all about the money. That's right. It's all about the money. The story never changed, right? The mama knew these men. The mama said, hey, give me 3. The mama said, don't just give me 1. Give me 3 tapes. Let me watch them to see which one of the best ones, so we can get all we can get out of this. Baby, that tape she got and put out there, put her daughter at the top. That mama said, well, if you going to get out there and do it, we going to use it, and we're going to get every dollar we can get. We gonna get every dollar we can get. If you're putting it out there, we getting every dollar we can get, right? Okay? The mama was not playing. She said, if you're doing it, we doing it. Okay? But Kim gotta be a certain type of way to go along with the shenanigans anyway. She is a victim. She's a victim in it. However, she loyal to her mama. She loyal to Kris Jenner. She is loyal. Okay? Sex is a hellable drug in Rick James' voice, allegedly. Marjorie, you ain't never lied. Even Kanye says she would try to keep the ratings up by creating false narratives. Boom. Boom. Everybody think Kanye crazy, but Kanye ain't that crazy. Kanye's not that crazy. Yes, he need to stay on his medicine. Yes, he need to continue to go through his therapy. Yes, but that relationship issues that he going through with Kim, her with the false narratives, her coming up with all the crazy scenarios, no, he ain't that crazy. Like we said, his story has never changed. Why, if his story was such a lie, how come the mama and Kim K want to put a gag order on him? How come they're willing to pay him a good coin to stop talking about it? That says a lot. If you're willing to pay me money to stop talking about it, then you know what I'm telling you is the truth. They don't want certain things to come out because they want to continue to have that, like Jake Tapper said, this is a great family. She lost her lover, her life. What's his name was Robert Shapiro. She lost her husband. He was the great attorney. He left a wife with beautiful daughters to fend for themselves, and you took advantage of helpless women. They got to spin that. They got to spin that story, right? Y'all wealthy men came in and you took advantage of a naive young woman who didn't know anything in the world. You took advantage of her. Whole time it was the mama plotting and planning and strategizing. We're going to get this money. We're going to get this money the whole time. He ain't crazy. He ain't crazy. He tried to warn us as well. That's right, Denise. He is not crazy. He is not crazy. So all the men, Reggie Bush, Kanye, Ray J, Travis Scott, Lamar, all of them telling the same thing over and over and over. And we're here to believe that all the men, and even that basketball player, I forgot his name, all the men is lying. All the men all the men are crazy. It's one common denominator. It's two common denominators. It's Kris Jenner and Kim K running the show, baby. Plotting and planning. Plotting and planning and running the show. Yeah. Now, he said he got his flaws in it too, right? Because he said he liked to drink. Okay. Allegedly, he said he popped his Adderall pills, allegedly, right? Okay, and he said his thing is he like to stay up 4 and 5 days at a time. I'm like, okay, now wait a minute, now Ray J. Now wait a minute. So his thing is he's staying up, right? Constantly, he popping the pills, he's drinking, right? He crashing out, right? So he was like, I got my flaws too, and I'm sure the other men they have their flaws, like Lamar. His substance abuse problem. Okay, that didn't help the situation, right? Reggie Bush, I don't know what his situation was, honey. Okay, it's something. It's something Kim found out. That's her thing. She know what men to get. To find out their deepest, darkest secrets, right? And she's able to use that and manipulate it, right? To make it work for her good. She's good at it. Her mama done taught her that. That psychology of it all, right? Figure out what's the flaw. What is it? Figure that out, connect with it, use it, and make that money off of it, right? She good at that psychology, right? Okay? And then Ray J, y'all know he all about the drama. He all about chaos. He's baby boy. Okay, he got what he wanted. My sister was the Brandy Norwood, right? He been in the entertainment world since he was 12. 13, younger than that, right? He been in that world. He been in those circles. He been had access to all of the rock and roll, right? Living life on the edge since he was young. always had money coming in, right? Always had that. Always had access to do what he wanted to do. Okay, he's been hanging around grown people, seeing things since he was a very young man. So yeah, I believe he got overhyped, overstimulated, over everything, excessive everything at a very young age because he had access to it at a very young age. So I can kind of understand why he is the where he is. You know what I'm saying, with the women, with the drugs, with all of it, right? Why chaos? He finds excitement in the chaos. He finds comfort in the chaos because he's always been around it. He probably rarely ever got told no growing up because they were in that world. Him and Brandy at a very young age, right? Okay. Now he did say that Kim is a victim as well because, like you said, the mama planned everything, right? She said, "Nah, baby, we gonna get this money. Since y'all out here spreading it wide and laying it low, y'all spreading it wide and laying it low. We fitting to get and take advantage of all of what we can get, right?" So she did victimize her own daughter, which is sad. Which is sad, right? However, Kim has taken a stance of staying loyal to her mama. Yeah, Kris Jenner. She has. She has taken a stance of staying loyal with her mama. So she is a victim, just like because he was so young. He said he was like 21, 22 at that time, and he said he was very impressionable as well. So like he said, he thought he was going to be messing with Kim and the mama. He's like, just the way things was going, right? The way things was going, he thought he was going to be messing with both of them. All right. And so, like I said, the mama said, give me 3 tapes. I'll look at them, make sure we get the best one. This is crazy. Right. And then her career just blew up from there. Now, he did say that they got the idea because her best friend, y'all know who her best friend is, right? Paris Hilton had a sex tape too. Baby, them girls was getting in the game. You remember the Girls Gone Wild and all the shenanigans back then? See, they were the Girls Gone Wild. Paris Hilton had her sex tape and best friends with Kim K. So she was like, "Oh, Paris Hilton blew up from doing that, baby. Let me get in on the game too." You remember that, Mr. Nee? Yep, yep, yep. So Paris Hilton started it first with the tapes. So when hers blew up, and then she started getting all those shows, those spinoffs, notoriety, Kim Jenner said, "Okay, my daughter can do this too." Next thing you know, she done talked to Ray J, and he said Paris Hilton was saying this is what happened, how they went through, how they did the deal, and all of that. He said they made a deal. Said he was like, we had contracts. He was like, this was a deal. We had contracts. He was like, this was a strategy. He was like, this was all business. Paris and Nicole Richie were tight. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Lionel Richie daughter. Y'all remember that? Paris, Kim K, Nicole Richie. That was a little crew. That was a crew. Ray just put everyone on the map. Joan Rivers, bless her soul, allegedly. My God, not Joan. Not Joan. Hey, sis in chat. Bless money to all. Welcome, Killer Dog. Thank you so much for coming on in the room. Yes, yes. So we in here talking about crashing out for clout. And we're actually talking about the interview with Ray J. All right, and Cam Newton. He was telling it all. He was telling it all, telling it all. Okay, between him and Kim K, Kris Jenner. Oh my goodness. But yeah, but you're right, Mr. Nee. Paris Hilton, Nicole Richie, they were best of buzz. They were tight. And Paris is the one that put everybody on the scene with the sex tapes. She was the first one. And Kim K was tight with Paris. Yeah, she was tight with Paris. So he said Paris started it off first. And when Paris started getting all this money, Paris started getting all this fame, Kris Jenner said, we gonna do it too. And he said Kris Jenner and Kim K And Ray J, he said it was a business deal. He said we had contracts. He said they had paperwork. They were signing on the dotted line on how much money, okay, distribution with the tapes, all of that. It was a business deal from the beginning. It never was no, oh, he leaked it on me. It was our private business. Oh my goodness, we were in a relationship. He was like, no, it was business. No, none of that. It was business. Yeah. He said it was straight business. He said this, we had contracts, y'all. He said we had money coming in from the beginning. He said from the beginning. From the beginning. And then to shut it all down because things started coming out. He said that's when they put the gag order on him, the NDA. All right, like Harold Bed Thought said, the NDA came out that said, I got no more talking about it because you're not going to be making no more money. You're not going to be making no more money talking about what happened, right? And when they shut it down, then they had to run him some coins to say, okay, he was like, now I can't talk about it, make no more money. Y'all gonna have to pay me off. He said the money's still coming in to this day from the payoff that Kris Jenner and Kim K gave him. But he said they ain't breach a contract because they talking about it. He said, well, the statute of limitation is up. So he telling all the information. He said, baby, they got 3 tapes out there. Now y'all think them tapes gonna surface? Who got the tapes? Y'all think Ray J got copies of the tapes, or all Kim K and Kris Jenner got them? What y'all think? Y'all think Ray J got the tapes? I don't think he got the tapes. I think Kris Jenner got them. I think Kris Jenner got all of them, and she might, if times get tight and times get low, she might sell them down the road. But Kim K is doing well for herself now that she don't think she need that money. You know, she done had her children from Kanye. She got nice, beautiful homes now, right? So she's established herself. So I think the mama had those extra tapes just in case. Just in case down the road, if she needed to sell some more inventory, she had backup. That's a good question, right? Yeah. I don't think Ray J has the tapes. I don't think at that time, because he was so young, that he knew that he should have kept copies for himself. I don't think he knew to do that because he was so young. I think Kim mama was so smart and so strategic in everything that she made sure she dotted her I's and crossed her T's and made sure she was gonna keep Ray J in line by making sure I got to do is feed him some money and he'll stay in line, right? He'll stay in line. Give him some coins, keep him going, keep him in the line, But my daughter, oh yeah, I'm gonna use this to make sure her career goes to the top. And I believe she holding on to them tapes just in case that career didn't go the way she wanted to go. K is Jenner still running around. Kris Jenner still running around. She is, killer. Yeah, she is. I think Ray J just don't have it. Yeah, I don't think he has it. Because I feel like if he did have it, he would have been done used it by now. Because Cam did ask him, how are you financially? How are you doing, with money and stuff like that? Because, he showed him his app. Well, he had like $1 million sitting on there and everything like that. But he didn't say, oh, I'm good. I got money and whatever. Because he said when he got sick, Brandy had to pay his medical bills. He was like, Brandy gave me like $100,000 to make sure I'm good. And he was like, are you okay? Are you broke? Like, what's going on? Like, why does your big sister, have to pay your bill? And he was like, no, my big sister, my family takes care of me, But he was like, how business is. When you make money, you put the money back in your business. But he never outrightly said he was good. So to me, I feel like he is struggling financially, and he would have been used them tapes to come up, right? Y'all know how everybody want to see what's going on with the Kardashians. Them people would have killed to this day. Even if that tape was 20 years old, it would have killed to this day to see Kim K. They would have killed it. Yeah. Kris skating on wheels. She is slipping and sliding all across the floor. All across the floor. Yeah. Slipping and sliding. Yeah. All across the floor. Yeah. But yeah, she got all 3, right? And she holding 2 back. because she don't want nobody else to have access to it and have no control on how the narrative is going to be pushed, right? But he said with all of this happening, like he said, he had to sign the NDA. They put a gag order on him to where he couldn't talk about the tapes anymore. They paid him out some money, but he said that hurt him in mainstream media to where like all the good movies and all of the distribution that's happening out here in the world, he said that blocked him, right? Acting. I always wondered about that, like how he never was able to get in the same acting like Brandy, right? Getting into the mainstream like Brandy. He said, I wasn't able to get in that because they blocked it. Once he did those tapes, he said they blackballed him in the industry to where he had to do like the social media. He has to do like the different apps. He was like, I have to do different things to make this money he's like, I gotta get up every day and get out here and hustle and get this money, right? Because he was like, I'm blackballed out here. He was like, they got a tight lock. They got a tight lock on this industry because they are the Kardashians, right? He was like, look at Black China. He said that's how they did Black China. He was like, they are the Kardashians. And he was like, they got a hold on the industry. They can make moves. He was like, they pay great money for their top-notch lawyers. All of that, right? So he said he is blackballed. He's fighting for his livelihood. He's like, it's very hard. And I believe him. I believe him. I believe he is crashing out all on these social media streets. I believe he's wilding out because he really doesn't have a choice. He knows the crash outs are what people are drawn to, right? To get that money. So he's doing anything he can because he's getting older now, y'all. He's getting older. He is attaching himself to the Kai Cenats, the younger people and stuff like that to try to make moves and stay relevant. It's working because, honey, he's all over. He's all over the social media screens. He is all over. He was running his mouth too much as well. Yes. Yes, yes, absolutely. Sure right, Killer Dog. Or maybe he trying to protect his real income due to divorce issues. That could be, Deneen. Could be, right? Because he keeps saying that he wants to keep Princess Love. He don't want the divorce. I bet you don't, right? Because you're going to have to pay Princess Love some good money. So he could be trying to protect his finances from Princess Love thinking he got money. So he got to come out here and say, oh, well, the business money go back into business, and my sister has to help me out financially with my, medical bills. And I'm like, okay, now, wait a minute, what's going on? Why Brandy got to pay the medical bills? But that could be another strategy. Y'all know he the king of chaos, and he the king of strategy, right? I put the narrative out here. I don't have no money. Princess Love can't get nothing if the turnip seed is broke and the turnip seed is dry and he ain't got no money, right? Princess Love can't get anything. So that could be a strategy. Right? Yeah. Their mama ain't no pushover. No. Miss Sonya don't play none of that. Now y'all remember on if you used to watch Love and Hip Hop Hollywood when he was dating Princess Love. That Mama Sonya couldn't stand Princess Love. She was like, is this the right one for you, Ray? She could not stand Princess Love. She did not like Princess Love at all. But Ray J and Princess Love had a very, very rocky, volatile relationship. Because I'm like, Lord, is y'all sure y'all going down the aisle? And the mama was like, I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see it. When it was both of them. It was both of them. Both of them was not really a great match to each other. But he loved Princess Love down, and Princess Love loved him too. But the mama saw it. The mama saw it way ahead of time. She was like, that ain't going to work, Ray. That ain't going to work because they had a time. Hi, Marina Latrina. Thank you so much for coming on in. Yeah, she going to protect them kids at all costs, Deneen. At all costs. Yeah, she sure didn't like her. No, she did not. No, the mama was just like Candy Mama, Miss Joyce. Yes, Miss Sonya, Ray J mama is just like Candy Mama, Miss Joyce. She saw the writing on the wall, just like Todd wasn't the right for Candy. She saw Princess Love wasn't right for Ray J as well. She either knew her son wasn't gonna do Princess Love right, and she know the temperament that Princess Love, but Princess Love, baby, was about that action. Princess Love wasn't no pushover. Princess Love wasn't going with the shenanigans, right? Princess Love wasn't going for none of that. And the mama saw it. The mama was like, that ain't the one, Ray. Like, y'all is going through too much. What is happening? Right, Candy Mama. Yeah, did y'all see the promo? Y'all see the promo Candy Mama did for Candy in her I did. What did she say? I do, I did, I don't. So she's got some kind of one woman show coming out, and the mama was in the kitchen stirring her tea, and Candy was like, Ma, but the mama was like, ain't no mountain high. And I was like, and it panned to when she was sitting at the table across from Todd, and she told Todd, ain't no mountain high enough, and ain't no valley low enough for me to keep you off your ass. I said, Mama Joyce, when I say she stayed on top behind, she stayed on top behind. And she was in there daydreaming and laughing. I was so tickled. And she was like, Mom, what you thinking about? Oh, nothing. She's like, people better get y'all tickets, baby. It was too funny. Mama Joyce stayed on top behind. You hear me? All the time. Yes, Marina. Baby, she stayed on top behind. But she knew. Mama Joyce knew in the beginning. Right? Mama Joyce knew in the beginning Todd was not the one for Candy. She saw it. Just like Sonya. Ray J mama said Princess Love ain't the one, Ray J. And I was sitting there, I'm like, you know what, the mama meddling, but you know what, as time went on and looking at it, and I'm like, well, the mama right, because these two is battling every time. Remember he pushed her in the pool, baby, they was fighting and cutting up so bad. Oh, they cut up so bad on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. It was just a mess. But they made it through all of that to get married, and they do have two beautiful children. Like I said, I don't know if they could hold it together, bring the family back, but Ray J is a wow man. He is wild, y'all. But yeah, y'all check out if y'all haven't watched the interview. Like I said, it was wild. It was wild. Like I said, it was very chaotic. It was wild. He's a loose cannon. He was doing any and everything and saying any and everything up there as well. Y'all go check out Cam Newton's interview with Ray J is breaking the internet. Last time I checked, it was like at 560 something thousand views. It is wild. And I say it was unbelievable the things they was talking about and saying on the interview. And I was like, is Cam gonna make it through this interview? Is Cam gonna keep a straight face? Like it, I'm like, can he keep it in the right track? Because Ray J is a loose cannon. All right, but yeah, I'm not gonna hold y'all long. Mother's intuition. Exactly, Marina Latrina. It was mother's intuition. It was mother's intuition always. Cause the mamas done been there, done that. They know. They know they sons, right? They know their daughters, right? And they know what's best. Sometimes you just gotta let them go. You gotta let them go and figure it out, right? And I hate that each of them had to go through it and see it, but the mamas knew from the beginning. The mamas knew from the beginning with Princess Love and with Todd. They mamas both knew. They tried to warn them. They sure did. But yeah, y'all, I'm not going to hold y'all long. I just wanted to come on here and talk about the chaos, right? Of people crashing out on the internet. And we was talking about the interview with Ray J and Cam Newton, y'all. It is a mess. So y'all make sure y'all go and take a look at it and watch it. All right. And y'all drop down in these comments. Let me know what y'all thought about the interview as well. And I thank y'all so much for always coming on in the room and blessing your girl with your presence. I hope y'all enjoyed today's episode of Crashing Out for Clout. All right. Well, until next time, y'all, I can't wait to see Beyonce's Dirt come out. Deneen. Ooh, Deneen, we didn't touch on it. Deneen, we didn't touch on it. But it's something between Brandy, Beyonce, and Jay-Z. We gonna have to stay close on that one because something happened between those three. They too heavily connected. It's something that happened, and Ray J know he wanted to spill his guts so bad, but he said, "I'm sorry, Brandy. I'm sorry, Brandy. I'm sorry, Brandy." I said, "Go on and tell it, Ray. You done telling everything else. Just go ahead and tell it, baby." We was waiting for him to tell it. He was like, "I'm sorry, Brandy." He was gonna tell it. He was gonna tell it. Yeah, Marina Latrina. It's some overlap. It's some overlap between Brandy and Beyonce and Jay-Z. It's some overlap. And Ray J was about to spill his guts. He was about to spill his guts. Because it said something about when Beyonce and Jay-Z came to the Monica and Brandy concert, right? Kelly Rowland was performing. And Jay-Z and Beyonce did not speak, did not acknowledge Brandy whatsoever. They just made a beeline straight to Kelly Rowland, like they ain't even see old girl. Didn't acknowledge Brandy or nothing. Went straight to Kelly Rowland, and old Ray J went off. Ray J went off. Ray J went off. Ray J knows some things. Something ain't right. The milk ain't clean, Deneen. The milk ain't clean. We can't wait. Somebody, he need to write a book. He need to say something. I know Brandy at home punching the air like, "Ray J, if you don't stop talking, he was about to spill the beans on that. He knows something good. Because he said when he went to go live, everybody was ducking, trying to get out the camera. And he was like, "I don't care." He was like, "I'ma say it. I'ma say it." He was like, "This is what it is. This is what it is." Ray J got some good juice. He got some good juice. And I can't wait for him to come out with a good book and come on out and tell it, because it's something between Brandy, Beyonce, and Jay-Z. It's some overlap. I'ma always say Beyonce got some skeletons. Marina, she do. She do. She got some skeletons, and people is holding on to them skeletons. They not saying nothing. But she got some skeletons. Yeah, she do. She do. All right, y'all. But y'all know we going to keep our ear to the streets. But I tell you, Jay-Z, not Jay-Z, but Ray J was fitting to let loose. He held it. He held it. But I'm going to need for him to go ahead on and tell the real true Hollywood story. Because he got some things to say. He got a lot he could say. Because he kept saying, "I'm sorry, Brandy. I love you, Brandy. I'm sorry." I was like, "Yeah, just go ahead on and tell it, little brother. Go ahead. Because it's burning. It's burning inside." It's something he want to say. And I got to start paying more attention to him. Because in the crash outs, we thinking he just playing. But he be actually telling us some good juicy gossip in his crash outs. He really be telling us. It's a lot he know. It's a lot Ray J know. Facts. He done ran his mouth about everything else. Might as well. Exactly, Killer Dog. You might as well go on and tell it. You done told everything else. We want to hear this news about what happened with Jay-Z, Beyonce, and Brandy. You might as well go on and tell it, because I know it's something. Because why would you not speak to Brandy at her own concert? Why you got tunnel vision like you don't see old girl right here? It's the disrespect. It's something there. It's something there. When they did Making the Band. When they did Making the Band. You know what, Deneen? Boom. Boom. Somebody got to piece it together. Somebody got to piece it together. Somebody got to piece this together. You know what? You know what? I'm going to stay close, because somebody piecing this together. Somebody putting two and two together, and somebody going to put the pieces together. We going to stay on these here streets, because the pieces is coming together. We going to have to stay on this, because somebody going to put it together. Yeah, somebody gonna put this together. Ray J done put a little bit too much information out. Somebody gonna start digging. Somebody gonna start digging and finding out what really happened. There's some overlap in there. There's some overlap in there, because it's too much happening. Like we said, Wanye talking, Mace, Case, everybody talking about Brandy. It's something that done happen. It's something that done happen, and Jay-Z in it too. Chopper said that cheesecake was for Beyonce. Probably so. Probably so. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. Case 2, Killer Dog. It's too much. It's too much. Watch the interview, y'all. I tell you, Ray J was running his mouth and telling everything. He was running his mouth and telling it all. I was like, keep on talking. Keep on talking, Ray J. Because he already said, he said he ain't seen Brandy in so long. So she has to love him at a distance because he's all about chaos. He was talking. He was feeling so much. And I was like, ooh, Ray J. Yeah, touch me, tease me. Exactly. Yes, it's too much. It's too much. Yeah, we waiting. We waiting for the true Hollywood story. But yeah, he got the streets talking with this because he let a lot out the bag. Like he had to keep apologizing to Brandy because he did a lot on that interview. I was like, Brandy fitting to get you and your mama. And he called his mama called him. His mama called him while he was on the interview. And I was like, Miss Sonya fitting to get you. And because she was like, don't do it, don't do it. Because he was going to say something out the way. And he was like, nah, my mama said don't go there. So he be trying to, Miss Sonya be trying to save the family business. Be trying to save Brandy business, his business. Because he was fitting to tell it. And he was like, nah, my mama said don't say it. Go ahead and tell it. Go ahead and tell it, Ray J. We want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. All right, y'all. But yeah, but y'all go watch it. It was some good information. We're going to have to start piecing some things together because he dropped some breadcrumbs for us to start looking at different things and piecing it all together. Yes, sir. All right, y'all. But again, my name is Tanya Marie here with Bold One for Life, where we want you to be unique, be different, but most importantly, just be you. Thank y'all so much for always coming on in the room and blessing your girl with your presence. It's greatly appreciated. Until next time, y'all. Ta-ta for now.